All right, final video. I'm gonna bring in the next two docs. Might not do too much talking, maybe a little bit, but it's to help you understand how to get this done properly. Now, just like with your folder structures, which I had shown you one right now, where it keeps you organized, you might want to do the same thing here in Photoshop. So when you're doing your folder structures here, you want to select one file in your layers panel. I'm sorry, and then you want to go Shift select a folder. It'll drop them into that folder document. You just want to save this thing as A, set it, and then you want to go File, Open, and then you want to go and look for your next letter, select them, open them, and then once they're all open, drop them down, and then what we want to do is drag these into this blank doc again, right? Now I dropped this one down. Let's go with our original idea, right? Let me bring this back up. I sometimes act before I think, meaning that I'm just doing. So instead of just doing that, what I'll do is drop that down, go back to the way we were doing it, where I'm just dragging it, drag in, and then go to my next one, drag in, go to my next one, drag in, go to my next one, drag in, and last one, drag in. Okay, so now I dragged in the letter C. Instead of going back and into this file here and scaling right off the bat, what I'm going to do is close the ones that I'm not using. And to work a little bit faster, what I'm going to do is bring in my next set. So I'm going to go open again and go back on my stack, letter Q, select Q, open. They're going to open up. Now they're opening up and aligning to the tab that's already existing. I'm going to redock and then take my entitled and undock and then do the same thing. I'm going to go grab this one, drag it in, grab this one, drag it in, this one, drag it in, this one, drag it in, last but not least, this one, drag it in. And then again, I can close these. And then you're going to follow the same step, redock, ghost, and then all these layers here, what I can do a mass scaling and then adjusting of the file. So select one, shift, select 6, command T, shift, drag down, move over, wherever you can place them where you know they're not going to be in the way, drag down as much as you can, set them by pressing enter or return, select your first letter, whichever one that might be. This is Q for me, and then I'm gonna just start placing them, and then I'll scale after to fit something that matches up with every single letter. We don't want to have unwasted space, so once we have them placed, then you can fix the spacing to have them fit the correct format that you might want for each letter. But you can see, I don't know, hopefully this is making sense the way I would like you to line it up. Again, it's just showing me what you have so far. So at this point, I'll go back to 15. That looks fine to me. The next one down, which is the next Q, I just want to scale down a bit, set it, and then I want to go to the next Q and scale up a little bit, size it up, set it, and then go to my next Q, T, and then bring this over, make sure it's not too big, scale down, set it, and go to my last one here, and do the same thing. And the process would be the same for the C. You know, if I go down to the C, the same process. The process doesn't really change. Make sure you set it, and then go to the next one, and then command T. You know, really, it's just taking a look at your composition and making sure that the comp has good spacing. That's all I'm doing. You know, the spacing's not perfect, but the spacing should be close enough to the point to where I don't have a new, negative space. And I guess that's one thing that we have